Today would unfold to become one of the best riding days of the trip. We reluctantly left charming Bishop behind as we got on the 395 headed north. As we left town, on our left were the mountains where we'd had dinner the night before, the snowy peaks in the distance. I know I've mentioned the peaks before, but I think they are so spectacular. We rode many miles with this scenic panorama. Up and down, warm and cold, over summits with names I can't remember because there were so many of them. Even with all the beauty, we didn't stop to take any photos until we got near Mono Lake. We went down the road to Mono Lake, which was surprisingly deserted. I was fascinated by the volcanic debris everywhere, as if it had lain there for thousands of years, untouched. At the west end of Mono Lake, I stopped to take a photograph of the lake as it lay like glass in the warm sun. We continued on the 395, then took a break at Walker River. This was an unplanned stop, but it turned out to be beautiful and interesting. Up the road, past the town of Walker, we got to the best riding of the day. As we turned onto 89, we were joined by another rider. We all enjoyed the curving road as it climbed up into the mountains toward Lake Tahoe. I was riding faster than I usually do because this guy, who was from Santa Monica, was behind me. I told him I was going to be slow and that he was allowed to pass if necessary, but he never did. Truthfully, it made me a little nervous, but I just rode. At one point, we came over a rise, and there in front of us was another spectacular panorama of snow-covered mountains. I was almost on overload with all the beauty. There's not much more I can say about this road, except it was one of the many on this trip that is a motorcyclist's dream come true. We live for these roads and seek them on every trip. Each one seems better than the last, although I never mind going back and riding any of them again. I find something out here on the road, a kind of peace and quiet emptiness that only a calm frame of mind can give me. I can't find this any other place but here, on my motorbike. And I know for a fact that there will never be enough road in front of me. I will never get tired of being out here, no matter where here is. We enjoyed this road as it wound its way toward Markleeville. At the intersection of 89 and 4, we turned toward Markleeville. In the morning, we would come back through here and take 4 up into the Stanislaus National Forest. We stopped in Markleeville for gas. The road continued to wind its way to Lake Tahoe. However, we did get stopped in a construction zone where we had to wait about 15 minutes. At the end of the day, we found ourselves having dinner on the shore of Lake Tahoe. We had made it there at last, after 3 years of waiting.